How's it going, everybody? This is Antonio Sanchez.
And Gianna May.
And today we are playing...
Harry Potter and the Quidditch World Cup. What's the exact title?
Oh my gosh. That was a very confident...
It's Quidditch something. Select exhibition. Harry Potter Quidditch. So it is Harry Potter, basically the Quidditch World Cup.
Yeah, Harry Potter...
I was right.
Quidditch World Cup. For the PlayStation 2. Published 2003.
Wow. That
so this game is old.
That was over 10 years ago. All right.
So we're playing that.
Well, I should quickly note this is actually for another new series that we're doing called the the Reboot Remembrall, because essentially we were playing Reboot Regrets with Harry Potter, the first one, and the Philosopher's Stone for PlayStation 2, and we realized we liked it too much to criticize it. So as a result, we're actually going to be playing these lovingly and play through all of the Harry Potter games available and enjoy them.
And we have all of them.
Yeah, we do, actually. In case, I mentioned this a bit in our other, I mentioned this a bit in our, in the first one, that I love Harry Potter. I'm actually a huge, avid Harry Potter fan. So, yeah. And I guess today we're going to be playing each other we're basically going to be playing against each other in honor of the Super Bowl, which is a thing that is happening.
Yeah, I watch football, Gianna doesn't. We felt a good compromise for Super Bowl would be to play a sports game, but a Harry Potter sports game. This game was actually pretty intense. We played a few matches already against each other, and it got heated.
Yeah, no, I totally creamed you, though. So... that being said, I think we're going to play... I'm trying to figure out the pitch we're going to play on. The English-American...
The pitch.
German... Let's do the Australian pitch. Because I think that one is the most fun. And yeah. Okay.
So right now we are trying to figure out a way to set up our controllers and our microphone so we can both play and talk trash to one another.
Everyone does. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, in case anybody's has not ever played this game, essentially it's basically a general sports game, but for the Wizarding world, and it is brilliant. It's actually the only sports game I will probably ever play and enjoy.
Ever.
As you go along, of course, you learn more controls, and you learn how to... it's actually a little bit more complicated than what I was originally giving it credit for, especially in terms of teamwork, which is interesting.
So before we begin, I will just say Gianna is so much better at this game than I am. So
well, of course.
We're gonna see how this goes and how yeah. Well, as you can see, this is not going my way. So I am Team Spain. The cool thing about this game, oh my god, you're already using it. That's not fair.
It's totally fair to use a bludger just because you don't know how to dodge it.
Oh god. So,
as a quick note, it's actually kind of hard to trash talk and focus on this game while having general conversations, so bear with us.
Oh, come on.
Hurry up and get him, you stupid. Okay, there we go.
Alright, so like I was saying, you can play as a bunch of countries in this game, as well as all four houses of Hogwarts.
Yeah, you start off as actually playing all four Hogwarts houses until you win the Quidditch Cup for Hogwarts, and then you unlock the World Cup, and then you can play as Bulgaria. Well, that's actually an exclusive one that you have to get so many Quidditch cards to get, but you can ideally you can play as Japan, England, USA, Spain, Australia, somewhere in the Netherlands, I believe. So it's a pretty varied amount in terms of who you can play.
And they all have like legit sounding what's it called? Wizard names.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure a lot of this was done in terms of research for like who's actually, a Quidditch player based on Harry Potter world, and probably
that is
consulted by J.K. Rowling. Also, in case you didn't know, Ludlow Bagman is actually doing our commentary for Since I'm England. I don't know who Spain's commentator is, but...
Oh my goodness, the German commentator is fantastic.
We should just do one just to show how ridiculous... Or the French one has the most ridiculous French accent.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. They're good if you like French stuff.
Okay, come on.
So for those who really can't tell, I mean, Gianna's of course the team who's winning, but look out for the yellow and purple sort of star that shows like who's controlling who. I'm right now the purple starred players. She's the yellow.
Also,
so I have the ball right now.
In terms of uniforms, though, Antonio's wearing yellow. I'm black or white and red, checkered.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a lot of back and forth, and it's actually quite fun. Just trying to score the different points. In case anybody's not familiar with Quidditch, I guess I can do a quick breakdown of it. Right now, we are playing as chasers. There are 3 chasers to a team, and they basically pass around a ball called the quaffle. Now, the quaffle itself is meant to go into these goalposts, which is guarded by a keeper. And so pretty much that's how you basically mainly score points in the game. In addition to that, of course, it's every single time you get a point, it's 10 points. Also, in the Quidditch world, you will see that's a bludger, who basically launches... the ball that I just launched was a bludger, and the beaters themselves both protect the chasers, and they launch their bludger. There's 2 bludgers in one game, and they launch the bludgers at the other team to try to knock them off their brooms and to basically steal the quaffle back. So I mean that's the very main mechanic of Quidditch. Of course, at the end of every game, there is a snitch, which is a tiny round golden ball that Harry Potter eats in the second movie, or no, the third one.
The first one.
First one. I'm sorry. He loses his arm in the first one. I did not mean to do that, but I'm okay that I did that.
So in this game you can do special moves once
and
you
steals and
unlock
things.
them.
So yeah, that's how you can actually do a bludger. So you have to work up toward it. I can actually do a dodge at some point.
Nice.
And you can do special moves. There's actually 18 special moves that you have to unlock. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, there's a snitch which is released, and whoever catches the snitch, which will be the seekers who are the lightest and fastest of the team, they will essentially be able to win 150 points. So essentially, a lot of the game kind of relies on who catches the snitch, which is an interesting mechanic, unless of course you're completely VCing it like I am, to where
Hey,
it
whoa.
doesn't matter.
How many points do you need to get for it doesn't matter?
160. You have to be at least 160 points ahead of the other person to not even. And actually, if you remember in the 4th book...
To not even. They can't even.
They can't even. If you remember in the 4th book, actually that's what happened in the Quidditch World Cup with Victor Crumb, who essentially the other team was beasting him to the point where he just decided to catch the snitch, even though he knew that his team currently did not have enough points to win. Just because they were basically getting creamed out there. So... That is my sports reference for the day, in case some of the few sports references. So I'm going to real quick use something. Oh wait, why won't you do that?
Who, me?
I was trying to do my special move. There we go.
Oh, come on.
This is completely fucking awesome.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Every team has their own special move, which varies in terms of awesomeness.
That's unnecessarily cool for a Harry Potter game.
Nope, nothing is too cool for Harry Potter. Also, as a quick note, in terms of how long each game lasts, if you see at the very top of the screen, there is basically what looks like kind of a counter where our scores are, and there's a snitch. And as you progress, the snitch itself gets closer and closer together, and whoever gets the most points, or basically has the most combo moves, does the best in the game. Basically, that's kind of how the game progresses and how they mark who gets to what. And so once those 2 snitch points meet, then the snitch is released. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So it's not really a set time as much as it is how long it takes you to be badass. So I'm doing pretty well. And also, actually, depending on how well you do in the game really dictates how well you do in catching the snitch. So that's also one thing. And also an interesting way to kind of get around the slight bummer thing of what happens when, say, if you did really well in the game, but they catch the snitch and then you're screwed because even though you did really well,
it can be heartbreaking.
Yeah, to have it all rely on just one thing.
Yeah, we once had a really close match. It was like 30-20, and it came down to the snitch. And even though I had 30, I lost because I didn't get the snitch.
Because also I'm better.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yes.
Well, I kind of do because I'm losing really bad. But
I mean, granted, there is kind of a learning curve here. I mean, I've been playing this pretty frequently for the past week since we've got it. just that way we could unlock the World Cup and the different
For today's video.
yeah, for today's video, and the different, pitches and things like that. There's a lot of things I still have to unlock for today.
Yes. Whoa, gosh. Oh my goodness. That was so close. It sounds dumb, but there is a way to play it. Like, you can either think quick passes or combo passes.
The interesting thing also that I've discovered, especially in terms of this game, is how it actually is really reliant upon teamwork. Because I've never played a sports game before, so I don't know how they incorporate things like teamwork into a game where it's usually a single player. But actually, as you can see, you only control one chaser. So, which is rather interesting because it kind of, you can't dictate who you're controlling, it just kind of is automatic. However, as a result, you actually have to watch where your teammates are if you want to have a successful pass, otherwise such as that, which was just an interception, can't happen fairly easily. So it's actually a little bit of, watching your team and watching the other players, which is actually kind of difficult because
a lot's happening, and there's a lot of people in the air, and the colors themselves aren't nearly as differentiating at times. So, yeah. Oh, come on. I wanted to score a goal. I just want to score a goal.
It's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. Maybe next
game. Look how polite they're clapping.
That's actually Lulu Bagman and the Australian person who's speaking, the announcer.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, you're excused, because you don't know Harry Potter obviously well.
So yeah, our one of our first Reboot Remembralls will start Monday with the Sorcerer's Stone. So that game, I have the first game on my PlayStation 1, for PlayStation 1. For some reason we were having difficulty. Oh my god, look how ridiculous that is.
It's just too cool. I love that mohawk though. That's how you can tell this game came out in the early 2000s.
Oh,
the snitch is
coming down to it. Okay.
Well, wow, you actually have a lot of a lot of power. So basically for this, you have to try to get the snitch first, which is rather obvious. But you can also charge up and do boosts, which is the bars on the side of the screen. And how long your boost level is basically dictates how fast you can go and how long you can boost for.
Oh, you've got this.
Yep. I win. I told you. So, without question, I won. Just completely creamed you while talking about the very lore of Harry Potter and the mechanics of Quidditch. Did not break my concentration, mind you, so just saying. 260-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm embarrassed. But beyond that, we're done here for Reboot.
Wait, no, we're not. Just look at those scores. 2 shots and 3 saves. 14 goddamn shots.
So we'll see you again next time. We should be updating the day with more games. So yeah, until next time, this has been Antonio.
And Gianna.
See you next time. Bye.